Good morning everyone, my name is Michelle. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to another video. It's Sunday morning the 26th of May. So we're sticking with the Sebastian Rogers case today, and in the last couple of weeks I've done very few recorded videos and I've been concentrating on live streams because there's been a lot to say. There's been a lot to say every single day about this case and the numpties that have got involved in it. So it seems that TikTok Tony's team has fallen apart. TikTok Tony's team. Say that 3 times fast. So we're going to talk about it all. Let's go. So for those who've been watching my live streams, congratulations for getting through them all. But like I said, there has been an awful lot to say. And I know some people don't like the live streams. They don't have the time. They don't have the, the capacity to listen to long live streams. I've been asked to summarise it all, but I just can't. There's just too much. But in short, TikTok Tony is this dude here who has become the PR person for Seth Rogers, Sebastian's dad. And originally, the idea, the plan, so he says, was to get the Proudfoots and Seth working together. The Proudfoots, rightly, in my opinion, didn't want anything to do with this guy because, he's red flags. He's just red flag after red flag after red flag because he's either willfully ignorant or a complete and utter thick buffoon. I don't know how else to describe this guy. The latest one that I heard of was him finding a random Twitter page and believing this AI-generated voice that is talking about Sebastian being abducted by an unknown vehicle. Absolute complete nonsense. For those still believing TikTok Tony, and yes, I'm going to carry on calling him TikTok Tony, for those who don't like it, for those who are defending his honour. He's on TikTok, talking crap, he's called Tony. I could call him worse, alright. Previous to that, he was taking tips from TikTok and this dude called Stephen Crabtree, who had allegedly been talking to law enforcement. Law enforcement had to come out via Nick Barris and say none of what they're saying is true. It's all garbage, just wasting people's time. Now, Stephen Crabtree, this guy who Tony recruited for his team, has come out and said he's no longer interested in working with Tony. This is funny. This is from Overnight My Time from TikTok, and this is what TikTok Steve says.
Hey guys, if I can clear this up real quick. So I've been asked if I'm still going to be involved with searching for Sebastian and doing the search team stuff. I absolutely am, just not tied to Tony and them. If you want to be a part of it, I will do a live about this. I've been calling several other search and rescue certified teams that are in Tennessee because, why not? We're here in Tennessee. I think that what kills me is even looking at the Tony stuff and telling people we're going to get search and rescue together and stuff, and this is where we're at today. Still nothing, right? I can tell you actively that Chloe, the old PI, is tied to a search organization that, and I don't mean to say that wrong, it may be wrong, that they are actively still searching to this day, right?
They are indeed. Chloe is the PI that Seth fired for doing search and rescue when she should have been doing PIing, according to Seth. But search and rescue, coordinating teams, vetting people who are searching, that's a good PI. That's a good person to have on your team doing everything right. And a few days ago, now I did read this on one of my live streams, Chloe said this on her Facebook. Apparently, I've upset some people on the interwebs, not local or connected to this case, by not sharing our exact locations of search. This grievance is apparently caused by interweb dwellers believing I am fluttering around random woods with no direction. This is not the case. We've listened to Ellie Sartex and used the original EMA maps to formulate points of execution in our searches. So the original maps. Excellent. I'm happy to share maps with those who are boots on the ground, reliable and here for the right reasons. We began clearing a 20 plus acre property today. Got a lot covered. Can't thank the local community enough for allowing us to search your private properties. So they're getting the relevant permissions and they're going out searching based on the intelligence gained from search and rescue teams and the original maps that we used when law enforcement and the search crews went out in those first 8 days. That's exactly the right way to do it. Sebastian's out there somewhere. This is exactly the right way to do it. Not just randomly picking a spot, but being coordinated about it. So anyway, back to Stephen, who, in distancing himself from Tony, is doing the right thing. I don't know what this dude's agenda is, though. I don't know what his own agenda is. I'm suspicious about anybody who's been involved with Tony.
And so my thing is if we can come together collectively, figure out this is what we need to do, find a team that's local to Tennessee that is certified, that absolutely can do this, to maybe help, Chloe and their team.
I don't know whether Chloe would want you involved, honestly, but that's up to her.
I don't want to be tied to any part of the organization that's going on with Tony, Seth, and everybody else. To be honest with you, I think the best thing was to remove myself from that situation because I want to help. I want to, do whatever I can to help bring Sebastian home.
And I hope you're genuine. I do. I hope you're genuine. Seth, in my opinion, I'm sorry, I can't believe anything Seth says, whatever he says, while he's still connected to Tony. I don't want anything to do with Seth while he's still connected to Tony.
At the end of the day, I think many of us do. But this was swaying in a different direction. And I'm still trying to understand that you come on platforms and we talk about getting search teams put together, and here we are 3 weeks later still where we was. You see what I'm saying?
We do see what you're saying.
But yes, to answer that question, I'm actively looking. I've still got all this stuff put together. This is no dig at Nina. I think Nina is a great person.
Well, as long as you don't want your apartment walls shot through, I'm sure she's a great person. But, everybody's waiting on this Nina chick coming from, where is it, Texas, when there's a bunch of people out searching already that Seth has either fired or has pissed off. And you've got Tony, who's sitting on his arse, checking his phone on TikTok all night. Who would you rather work with?
I'm just, personally, it makes more sense to get a local certified search team in here to do all this, to be able to push for this. And if you actively want to be a part of this, what I would say, push to see if, we've had a lot of rain. We've had a lot of stuff come in. I mean, hell, we've got storms coming in this weekend. And a lot of times, a lot of things get drawn up because of that, right? Floods and whatnot, especially here where there's a lot of creeks and everything. I just wanted to take a moment to address that. Yes, I'm still actively involved with trying to put together this. I'm working on it. I'm just kind of took a step back at how putting it out there, if that makes any sense. We obviously see clearly the motive of what's going on. I think a lot of people do.
Yeah, I think a lot of people do. And if you don't see it, I would question your own sanity, or at least your own judgment. Sidebar, for those of you who've put hateful comments in my comment section about my opinion of Katie's conversation on Queen Bee's channel the other day, and people who said Michelle's got rose-tinted spectacles on where Katie's concerned. Yeah, I do not see any of the red flags that you see? Is it because rose cancels out red? No, I don't think so, actually. It's because I'm open-minded. I'm not wedded to any one theory or defending any one person. What I don't have is confirmation bias. So I think what you guys have is confirmation bias sized spectacles on. And that's a whole lot more dangerous, in my opinion, than rose tinted ones, which just protect your eyes from the sun. They don't stop you seeing what's there. So you guys still believe in Tony and his cronies. Crony Tony. Phony Tony and his cronies. Spilling baloney on TikTok. All right, back to this dude.
And I'm trying to steer far away from this shit. It's like yesterday I had a comment talking about the 180. Oh man, you've done a 180 with, the Chris and Katie thing. Yeah, I have. Because I stopped thinking with emotion and started thinking for what it was, the actual facts that are there, what I'm seeing from LE, such and such, right?
Good. It's time everyone else did.
I'm literally just going to shoot it black and white now, and I think that's the best way to do this because of all the confusion. Keep myself out of that and just worry about searching. That's it. At the bottom, at the end of the day, I fly a drone. I want to help organize the search. I want to be able to help provide assistance to these search teams in any way I can. And I think that we as a community can all come together for Sebastian in this case. Set everything of that aside and just do this. I don't want to say last yeehaw, right? But a really good push in, seeing what we see, if we see anything since all the floods and debris has came about with the storms. I'll leave that up to y'all to debate. If you think it's a great idea, hey man, get in contact. We'll figure this out. I'm also working on a lot of stuff with trying to deal with the school stuff, and also working with the project side of everything, with trying to make sure that everything's put in place so when it goes, that it's able to run right out the door, assisting the families with no problems. So, yeah, that answers that question, I hope. And again, I did see the 180 comment, and I truly understand. But I hope that people will see that it's okay to say, hey man, I'm taking a step back and looking at this in a different way, not using my emotions. And maybe when you do that, you'll see something different too. When you start looking at black and white paperwork and what it is and what's there, you've got to understand where I'm coming from. I stick by what I said yesterday. I truly don't believe Chris or Katie had anything to do with this. I think what we got here is something totally different, and hopefully there will be some light shed on that from law enforcement, somebody at some point. I will tell you that I'm not going to listen to all the bullcrap. People put out there all this and this and this. I'm just kind of done with that. I think we see where it gets us. It gets us nowhere, and just only makes conversation, to be honest. Again, here we are 3 weeks later. Tony had stepped in a role. I don't know how long he's been in that role now. Had been told that there's search teams being organized and all this stuff. And so I'm going to take it in my own hands to say, hey, if y'all want to be a part of the search team and we're going to really do this, then let's do this. You know what I mean? Anyways, peace out, guys.
Yeah, well, hopefully his motives are genuine. If they're not, well, we'll soon find out, won't we? I'm glad that at least one person has realised that doing a 180, there's no shame in it. Doing a 180 is actually what you do when you glean more information about a situation. So perhaps some of you guys need to do the same. Finally, let's talk about Julia Valenti, who is the dog handler. She's the genuine one, not the fake one, Steph, who we've discussed at some length in my live streams. So this is the latest from Julia on her YouTube channel. This is in her YouTube community. This was 8 hours ago as I record this. Good evening. I've had to reschedule tonight's original live stream, so I apologise for all those I have received messages from, but did not yet respond to. I will be back the moment I can. Weeks ago, I distanced myself from the families and people in close circles to them. This came after questionable parties got involved. And I was not about to jeopardise my career as an officer in the US Army by being associated with these characters. It was sad because I considered some people close to the family as friends, who I enjoyed many conversations with. Like I would do in any difficult situation, I sought advice from my commanding officer. He reminded me of my passion to find justice and bring forth a promise. The same promise I make to my troops when we head out the gate over there to bring them home. All of them. I have been suspecting for the longest time that I've been getting close. Now, whether she is or not is another matter. I don't even know who she's working with. I don't know if she's on her own. I don't know if she's connected to Chloe's team at all. I've no idea. I have known for the longest time there is a lot of pain and trauma associated with this case. Sebastian, K9 Aura, K9 Gator and I are here. I'm not leaving yet. I will see you get the justice you deserve. After speaking to agencies who I met through my work experience, getting sent incredible research by a few intelligent students at the University of Tennessee, and speaking with a handful of very genuine people who have discovered their voice, and I commend them for their bravery, I no longer only suspect I'm close. I genuinely feel in my heart as though I'm getting close. I feel in my gut and in my bones. I have extreme confidence in the new route, and I am going to pursue it as thoroughly as I can. However, this doesn't mean to stop sending me tips and locations. If you see me in the woods or on a search, I'm completely open to a conversation and would love to discuss possible areas. I only ask one thing. If K9 Gator or K9 Aura are on an active track, please do not just walk up and pet them. Please ask first. The reason for this post is not, I say again, not to gaslight anyone. It's to explain why I may be in silent mode as I pursue this avenue. And also to tell everyone, please do not believe the rumours flying around. The LE and the TBI are not doing their job. I can say that they very much are. The layering surrounding this entire case has been so vast. Please have faith in the blue and do not seek out third-party services for tips. Report all tips directly to the Sumner County Sheriff's Office and the TBI. I will see you all again soon. Here's a pic from the fall of me and two of the coolest canines ever. Yeah, there's also this fake number that, I don't know, it seems Tony set up to gather anonymous tips. Yeah, Sumner County and the TBI are the only people that you should be sending tips to, in my opinion. Now, if you want to give people potential locations who you know are out searching, that's great. Using the original search maps, like Chloe's doing, in my opinion, that's the way to go. Alright, let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys. Oh, it stinks. Can you smell that?
Yeah. There's like a little, probably like a sewage pipe.
Sewage? Oh, no way.